All right, folks. Hi, I'm so excited to be back after a couple of weeks traveling. So good to see some of you. I know we didn't have any agenda on the item, but it's open floor. I personally have some questions too. So I'll ask my question. Does anyone know where the mentorship program is? Have we selected the mentee yet?
I think Nina was working on that. I actually think they might have even started already.
That's what I was wondering too. So if they are started, I want to make sure we know who they are so we can watch out for any contribution.
Yeah, I'll double check with her. They definitely already started, but I wasn't sure if it was like before the program officially started or if their actual thing had started officially.
All right. So yeah, so we have Zhengke, is that right? To call your name? I think he meant he's already started on the mentorship program. Okay.
Oh, awesome. Welcome to the team.
Yeah, congratulations on getting selected. But I heard it's very competitive process, so we got a lot of interest. All right, we will follow with Nina. All right. So I think, Nathan, you were mentioning about the PRs. Actually, you mentioned about the MCP docs. Looks really nice. So I want to put that on the notes too.
Yeah, I really did want to call out for those who've done some doc updates recently. I mean, always a great job, but some of the recent ones have been really knockout, which I loved since I've honestly not been as invested recently as I'd want. So getting to go through those and see how it's tie into the ecosystem was fantastic, honestly. Yeah. The other thing I did notice that I mean, I don't know if we have quorum right here, but I do notice we have a lot of stale PRs, and I don't know if we have a policy on how you want to deal with those. Maybe that's just something we punt till next meeting, but there's a couple of PRs that haven't been touched in like a month. That's not ideal. But at the same time, hey, if you want to pick them up later, cool. So not really pressing.
Okay, let me take notes for that so we can follow up on that. So the stale PR you are mostly referring to in the kgateway repo, right? Not any other repos. So wow, there's a lot of PRs, 32 out there.
Yeah, there's a ton of PRs, and like the bottom section of them I mean, they sort of show an intention, and I don't want to stop people from contributing, but I think it's worth at least considering at some point what is our model of saying, like, hey, can we close something out eventually? I know kgateway in this iteration is fairly new, so there's like a lot of like, hey, if we encounter X, what is sort of our general approach to it? That hasn't been fully baked yet, and that's fine. But it's still interesting to talk about, in my opinion.
Yeah, totally. So Shane, do you have any thoughts? I know Han is working on some documents and trying to manage the community a little bit more proactively. Maybe in the next week or two, we could potentially share something around that.
Yeah, definitely. Or even just for this specific problem, maybe something like a stale bot could be useful for PRs that haven't had activity, and we could pick a number, but like say 2 or 3 weeks, month, yeah.
Okay, so that sounds good. Hey, Nina, I think you just joined.
Hey, yeah, how's it going?
Hey, thanks for joining. We were just wondering about like the mentorship program. Maybe you could give us a quick update.
Yeah, Mayo just joined as well. So we have 2 mentees. I I think it's going pretty well. You can track the issues. We've been updating the two LFX mentorship issues with updates. I'll link those issues in the doc, and then I think both of them are on the call. So if you want to say hi, feel free to give a quick intro.
That's awesome, Nina.
Eileen.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Yeah.
Hello, Lynn. Yeah, I think I've met with Lynn, yeah.
Yeah, you were a speaker
yeah.
one time, right?
Yes.
You contribute to the global RAIN meeting, so folks in the
Yes.
community probably knows you. So thank you.
Yeah, it's been a good, good journey so far. Yeah, and thanks to Nina and the team as well. I've improved, I would say, which is a good thing. Yeah.
That's great.
Thanks for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much being so proactively. I think, Nina, you definitely made the right choice because we were so glad that you were even contributing before we even open up the mentorship program. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like it's going well. I'm so happy to hear that. And the stale bot, we'll have to follow up on that once we identify somebody who can work on the stale bot and help us clean up some of the stale PRs. Is there anything, what's important going on with development in kgateway right now? That's worth updating to everybody here in the community. I know Daniel just cut a new patch release, right?
Yeah, there was a new patch release of 2.0x with, I think, was there bug fixes for the the AI inference routing stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, lots of feature development happening right now. A few enhancement proposals as well under a lot of discussion. In particular, I want to call out Tim's work on the route replacement stuff. That's had a lot of good spirited discussion. I think we're getting to a place where we're all pretty happy with it.
That's great to hear. Awesome. And I think everybody probably seen the benchmark John published on different control planes scalability. So if not, definitely check it out. I don't know if this is added as a future topic because we want John to talk about it, or if somebody has a specific question around it. So does anyone have the context for that?
Yeah, I think is one of the things I'm exploring for the tests I'm writing, but it's more particular to kgateway, not the other APIs basically. So I'm like looking through. I'm not done with it though yet. I'm looking through the whole concept, a very great write-up and detailed write-up. So I want to incorporate that to see what we can get out of that for the robust testing we need for the kgateway as well. So it basically on if I'm right on the adding route and then comparing the all other gateways to and how they compare to each other, the speed, how quickly the routes delete, update, and all of those things. Yeah, so it's a very detailed documentation. I think I saw a recent post. He said he's doing a part 2. Yeah, I'm waiting for that as well.
Yes, he's doing a follow-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any blocking issues that you need? You are blocked, or you're making progress following and leveraging his tests?
No blocker so far. That's because I've really not done much. I've done something on load testing earlier, but waiting for it to be reviewed. But while I'm waiting on that, I'm still like attending to about like quite a number of other issues relating to testing too on the project itself. So there's just quite a lot I'm doing like at the same time, which I like. I like it, but no blocker so far. I'm very certain I can reach out to Nina or any of the guys on the team if I do come across anything like that, like a blocker. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I've
Yeah,
listed
go
the
ahead,
PRs
Nina.
that I think are in review for the LFX mentorship. So if people want to, add reviews, I owe both of you reviews. I know Tim has done a great job reviewing the direct response and the cleanup PRs. So this is the actual issue, and for the scale testing, and then there's a similar one for the tracing for the AI gateway. For the automatic scale testing at the very bottom, we've been like updating the weekly goals. So this week, for example, there's a direct response PR to add tests for direct response. And there's an enhancement proposal that also needs review. So if people have time to spare, that'd be great. And that's the same thing for the AI tracing one.
That's awesome, Nina. You're such a great mentor.
Yeah, she is.
So well organized. So thank you. All right. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, we just had somebody else join. I don't know if feel free to introduce yourself or anything for us.
Hi, yes, sure. Hey, my name is Paras, and I work for the Rakuten Rewards. I'm based on San Mateo, California, and
Nice.
I'm also one of the maintainer for the Kubernetes MCP server. I'm managing it separately, and it's one of the most popular project over there. And long time user for the Glue API gateway, and I'm thinking to onboarding on kgateway. It's been a couple of weeks. I was planning to join this meeting, but now I got it fit into my schedule, and I will be joining regularly and helping the community to take care some of the items here. Thank you. That's all from my side.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, so you probably so most of the people on the Slack are here. If you need us for anything, just let us know. Actually, the MCP server you mentioned, can you send us a link? I'm kind of interested in that.
Sure, yeah.
I'm so excited to hear you're a longtime Glue users too. So I may follow up with you on some questions around that.
Sure.
Can you quickly explain to us what functions of Glue or features of Glue you're using that you're looking to migrate to kgateway?
Yeah, so currently we use the open source Glue API gateway, and we use the external auth plugin. We have a internal service gRPC based, and we use it that extra auth gateway for any services we have. So we have more than 300 services, and approximately 10% currently using API gateway, and our plan is to in couple of months to onboard maximum services as much as possible. So we were going very good with the Glue open source version, but then we saw the kgateway community is really growing fast, and the gateway API standards being adopted. And on top of that, AI gateway and MCP gateway, those two features looks promising to me. So I wanted to give a try and see. Yeah.
Got it. That's great. That sounds a perfect fit. Do let us know. Yeah, if you see any issues around, we're on the Slack all the time. So thank you for exploring Glue for a long time and now kgateway. All right. Anything else we should be discussing? I'm not seeing anything, so thank you everybody for joining. Oh, thank you for the MCP Kubernetes server. I want to play with that. The reason is we have a kgateway kagent project. I don't believe right now we're using the MCP server, so I'm kind of interested to see the MCP server Kubernetes. Wow, it has 800 stars already. So I want to see if we could potentially integrate that with kagent.
Yeah. So yeah, there's two things I want to mention there. One is a recent standard streamable HTTP that is we are yet to implement. It's open issue there. Although we have the previous standard, we call it SSE HTTP that is available there. And one of the very good prompt feature is like every MCP server on the internet have a tools. We recently introduced the prompt also. So give a try. Just give a whenever you want to troubleshoot something, use that prompt and it gives really nice results. So yeah, and then in terms of the client, only so far VS Code is supporting the MCP prompt feature. Otherwise, everybody is either resource or tools. This one have all three.
Nice. By the way, do you know if anybody tried this with kagent? Are you familiar with the kagent project at all?
Kagent. Yeah. So
yeah, let me see.
your lab resources you have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So via that, only thing what I like, I don't like is the flexibility. Currently, it is only what's the framework name from the Microsoft?
Oh, the AutoGen. Yes, we are actually looking at correct that. Yes.
That's what, and we had a very not a good experience with AutoGen. So like, okay, let's watch for now, and once we have a more frameworks to be supported, we can also look into that.
Okay, that's good feedback. In fact, yeah, we kind of realized that now we're looking at supporting other agentic AI framework as well for kagent. Awesome. Thank you so much for popping in, Paras. That's very informative. All right, I guess let's wrap this call up. Thank you everybody for joining. It's good to see so many of you, and happy July 4th for those of you in the US, and see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye, Chess.
Cheers.